It's wrong. That is wrong. That is wrong. What up, folks? Where am I? Where am I? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I don't show it then. Okay, then. Here we go. What up, y'all? I'm trying not to stay up here too long. I'm cooking. I done made lasagna and everything, and I gotta watch that. And yeah, so let me see if I can fool around with this stuff and rant a bit about some things now. Um, and I'm not even drawing nothing important, so it is what it is, right? Let me see. Come on, come back. But I want to get on here and talk about two things because I have not talked about them like vocally just yet. And it's just talk about some of the content the player done took in and what folks been watching and seeing and stuff. And I have to say that as usual, folks done lost their daggone mind over anything that maybe if I do this. Anything that Marvel done. And y'all start calling folks names and talking crazy and got such vigor and force behind everything y'all say. I talk I talk my best too. It's all in fun. I don't the truth of the matter is I don't think anybody's wrong or right. Anybody's wrong for liking anything that they like. Like I don't that mess is goofy. Uh, I'm trying to get this. I don't think anybody is wrong about anything, right? Like there's no right or wrong with something that's subjective. Now how things are handled and how places do what they do, there is a right or wrong with that to me, right? Uh, but I will say, as far as the Marvels, because I talked about it, but I didn't talk about it as far as like it was J and A. But the truth of the matter is, I thought it was and and my reason is because I don't like Carol. Like I don't like Carol, but I love Kamala and Monica. Like I love them too. And if in the usual, if you ain't seen it, get out of here. Ugh, y'all be whining. I like every time I think about what the way y'all act when it comes to sport. The y'all is sport. You lost a friend, confidant. A lover. Go about your way. Go. You'll live. It's okay. It's just a movie. It's just a movie. But but the thing about it is like I don't like Carol, and I've talked about it many a times. But I went to go see. Um, I love Kamala and I love Monica, and those are the two that made me go see the movie. Right, like that's why I was there. Like there was no other reason for me to be up in there for that, and I felt like watching it. Those were the only two that made me like it. Now the reason why I say what I say is because for one, it's easy to get a rise out of people. Like I could point out all the things that I feel like is an issue, and y'all will come out of the woodwork. Even if I ain't never even talked to you before, you will come out the woodwork, defend something, no matter what. Now I'm not in the camp of it was the worst thing ever, but I do catch that people are like, oh my gosh, it was a snap. Like, that means it wasn't that good. Like that's how I see it. Every time I watched the movie like Friday, I think. Every time I see it, I'm like, okay, I know this movie ain't that. I know it ain't that good. Like there was nothing like there to me, and this is just me talking, right? This is just it's subjective. Again, I ain't arguing with you about what you subjectively see. Um, to me, there are a lot of things that could have been rushed. You're right. It was fun. It was cool. Kamala lit up the screen and everything, and Monica was cool, and the end credits and all of that. It ain't enough to carry the movie to make me be like, this shit is amazing. That's not what it is. For me, right? For me. Um, and truth of the matter is, I don't even blame it on. There's not been uh Brie, and I like her as Karen. It's her fault. It's not her fault what Marvel and them are doing. It's not any of those actors' fault. Marvel and Disney is the one thinking that they can just keep doing what they're doing and everybody gonna be fine with it. That's the issue. So I mean, it's whatever. But if folks want, I'm just tripping about how y'all act with each other. Like y'all get online and have such fire and fury for these daggone movies, and I'm just like, how does work? How does work to the point where folks won't work and deal with each other? Even think about it, it's funny to me. Over a movie, over a difference of opinion for a movie. And people that get over to that don't pay attention to that, I respect y'all. But most of the disagreements that y'all have about stuff online, it's y'all will start following each other, everything. No, because people have done it to me, and I'm like, this is some of the goofiest shit on the fucking planet. Like this is just goofy. Um, I don't understand it, and I ain't trying to understand it. I'm not trying to. My issues with uh with the Marvels was the usual, right? It's like Marvel coming here, they got some villain that like that's like my thing was like even thinking about it, it's just frustrating. It's like this villain in let's talk, y'all talking about everything. Y'all talking about people are talking about representation and she this and that. And I was like, the villain was garbage. When it comes to the movie, the villain was garbage. She she was a random soldier that caused a bunch of problems for the strongest person in the MCU. Now, one of the things, and I'm gonna get to something else too. One of the things people were talking about was like like on both sides, like, well, couldn't use their powers right because the Kamala was in the way. But in my mind, I was like, okay, I get what you're saying. But also, how was that the case when we watched them in Carol's jet bridge thing or whatever? They were figuring out that hey, we can Kamala wasn't necessarily in the way. We can use our powers, but if two of us use our powers, we switch. So I'm like, so if Kamala's not using her powers and Carol and Monica are using their powers, they'll switch. Kamala's just off doing something. And that was the case even when everything else was going on. It was like, and they're practicing. They're showing you practice. They're showing us practicing. Okay, I use one. Monica uses it. Carol uses it. We switch. Carol uses it. Kamala uses it. They switch. And maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm like, who's giving you that much of a problem? Well, you can't do nothing with this with this regular soldier of a bangle and absorb your power. Don't even do nothing to you. Like, okay, so one, and she even told Monica on the bridge, was like, hey, tag me in. And then Monica used the power, and they use the power, and they switch. So they knew as long as two of us are using the power and the other one isn't using it, or if she is using it and we aren't using the powers, we good. Right? Like, we know that. Okay, so to me, that was like, okay, well, that's not really it. If you just showed me that the two of you are doing it, it's whatever, Kamala can go sit down somewhere. Like literally, she can go sit down somewhere. The other thing was the fact that it was like, okay, well, she's absorbing their powers. But I was like, okay, but it doesn't hurt Carol. It doesn't hurt her. Like she absorbs the power, but it didn't hurt Carol. And if she wasn't using her powers, you mean to tell me she couldn't do nothing else? And then even when she absorbed them, knocked her off the ship when they were and throwing hands, she came right back. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm missing something. Y'all tell me. I know y'all always do. Y'all be ready. I was just like, it was because you stepped one foot and then this foot. Okay, all right, gotcha. But so I mean, it is what it is, right? But I was just like, this doesn't make sense. Like you got this person can do all these things, and all these powers and stuff, and it's like, what's going on? Doesn't really it doesn't make sense. And then even with like Fury, they literally had him bring Kamala's people into space for like what was the reason for that? Like was there a reason for him bringing them there? And then like I didn't even finish Secret Wars, right? And it's like what was all this going on to the point where where they have the squirrels got a place, right? The squirrels on Earth were saying they didn't have a place and Fury didn't have them a home or anything. Then it shows on the Marvels that the squirrels got a spot where they kicking it at. They got blew up because of the issue and stuff. And I was like, and what did they have? Why did they have an issue like that? Like, what was going on? That they had an issue like that? Maybe I missed that. But the part where it was like on Secret Wars, it was hey, we don't have a place to stay. The Skrulls don't have no place to stay. We just garbage. We ain't got no place to stay, and you didn't do your part. Get us this place to stay like you said you were gonna do. This is all just random. It's all just random. So I'm like, I can shrink that eye. I think I can. I don't know why I start whispering. um, and I'm like, okay, so that that doesn't make sense to me. And the whole time I'm like, what is going on with this shit with these scrolls? Where I thought that they said that they didn't have a home. Why do they have a spot right here? And my boy don't look like my boy don't look like he caused any issues with him or nothing. So I'm like, okay, he seemed pretty tame for a small guy and stuff. And then like Valkyrie comes in. So nobody talks about any of the issues that they having or nothing. It's like, okay, all right, all right. And I was like, some of this stuff, and again, that's not actresses or the actors' fault. It's their fault. I'm not saying it's their fault, but what am I supposed to do? Like not speak on it? It's like if you speak on any of these things, all the other little moral bullshit that they try to throw at you in the outrage marketing that Marvel does that we all take a part in, and I ain't no better, right? It's like all that gets thrown at you at like it without looking at the things that are really going on, without really being like, yo, that makes sense or that doesn't make sense. Like those things are a little crazy. Why is it going down that way? Like how does it work? And so I'm like, okay, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. And so I also feel like that Monica keeps getting thrown, and she's my favorite. Like she's the one I'm really always waiting to see and stuff. And I feel like Monica just kind of consistently gets thrown to the side to where she ain't got nothing going on or nothing. In where everything is just kind of eh. And it's like she's playing second fiddle to these. She consistently plays second fiddle to these white women. And the thing that bothers me so much, and I keep telling people, this is why I really don't like the Carol Danvers character, is because they put her in a position over Monica that she never had. She never had that position over Monica to where Monica was looking up to her. Where Monica was like, T. Carol, you the greatest. Oh my God, you were so amazing. That wasn't the case. That bothered me even in the first movie. It really bothered me in the first movie. Carol was never that to Monica. Never. If anything, Monica would show up show Carol up, and then it's like, you're always second fiddle to me. Like it was all that was always the case. When they put her over her, and I was like, man, this is some bull. Then they did Monica. Then they hold Monica again in in WandaVision. The way they treated her in there, and I was like, okay. And now this is just my prediction, right? This is just my prediction. Everybody know B showed up. The mama was in the other realm, and mama was named Binary, and blah. They said I think they called her Binary or whatever, right? Here's the thing. So the mama had on the two gauntlets. It's interesting. In the end credit scene, you see her mama. She's in the X Mansion, and I'm seeing all this, and I'm like, about to play a whole nother game with us in that character. Whole nother game. She is binary, and we know the power she got. She got all this power. She's strong. She all this other stuff, and she's in the universe with the X Men. It's a good chance that they're gonna have when they introduce them, right? They introduce them. It's a good chance they'll probably have Rogue run up on the mama and absorb the powers from Maria, from Monica's mama. So Monica gonna lose her mama way too. Or mama gonna be out of commission because of that. Could be wrong. I could just not know what I'm talking about. I could just be doing some old speculating and everything like everybody else. I ain't better than nobody else. I ain't better than nobody else. So I'm just saying that could be the case. But I think that's what's going to happen. Like they just gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and just do this thing. We're gonna do with her mama and and uh and then just have Rogue steal her powers from the mother. This is gonna have to happen. And the whole time I was thinking, I was like, yeah, Rogue, they gonna introduce Rogue, she gonna steal Carol powers, Carol gonna be commissioned. No. It's gonna be binary, aka Maria. So it is what it is. But the way that this is getting played is a little crazy because I'm like, man, they got all kind of ways to just play this game. I'm not about to get into everything, but I know a bunch of people full of shit and keep throwing numbers around, and the movie ain't doing what it should be. But I'm not relishing in the fact, but y'all goofy. Like have that much defense for something that you ain't got no problem with. That's why I say I don't believe, especially when it comes to other creators. That's why I don't say I don't believe a lot of other creators when they say certain things. I just don't because it comes from a place of folks wanting to be a part of something, and they'll do everything they can not to tell the truth about it. And it's like I'm not with that. I'm not with that at all. I'm not with the fact that like yes, it's fine not liking something that's not good or something that's meh. Like shared a post not too long ago where it was like I shared post about Superman Superman. Then I'm saying Superman 4 is my favorite one. It's for some reason Superman 4 is my favorite Superman movie. I know Superman 4 is trash. It is trash. It is not good. But I liked it just because of the nuclear Superman guy, and I haven't looked at it since I was a kid. Even as a child, I knew it wasn't good, right? Kid, yeah, I like it. I don't agree with you about why I like that. Why I like it. It is what it is. But folks be ready to fight. Oh, I have to pull out. I'm about to pull out everything to let y'all know how good this shit is. It's not that good. It's not that good, and it's okay. That's okay. It doesn't have to be. The art in what you like. It doesn't have to be that, right? I don't know what I'm doing right now. So I'm just like, I don't like that. Nah, forget it. Let's just keep rolling. And so I'm like, twisted something wrong. I'll do it over. Um, and so I'm like, this is crazy. So whatever with the Marvels, right? I thought it was meh. I like Carol. I mean, I can't stand Carol. Sorry, that's a lie. Um, I like Monica and I like Kamala. And even though I didn't see the point of her family being there, I'd still like her family. Um, and then so it is what it is, right? Uh, and I recently watched the Scott Pilgrim show on Netflix. And the thing about that is, I don't really know much about Scott Pilgrim, right? Like, I don't know much about it. I don't know how it works. I don't know what it is. Well, no, that's not true. That's not true. I've watched the movie. I've like seen some of the comics and stuff and everything, but I don't, I don't like keep up with it to where I'm like this diehard Scott Pilgrim fan or whatever. So I may be coming from a place of not fully understanding what it is, but from the movie and everything, I understand that people are talking about that they baited and it was a bait and switch on it and stuff. Can see where people are saying that. I ain't mad at nobody. It's like I can see that. But for me, when it came to that, I was like, look here, man. I'd much rather watch Ramona deal with these people that's coming after that dude than watch him fight him. I like the movie, I like the movie, but I hated that. I hated that so much. I was like, the whole time in that movie, Ramona's just looking, like you're not gonna you're not gonna do nothing. You're not gonna. He just got a hold on me, and he got the thing right there. He got me in it, and he's just fighting all these wild motherfuckers. Man, handle them people that's coming after folks. Oh, so when they showed that part and Scott disappeared and she had to deal with him, I was like, oh, thank God, like because you need to be dealing with that, not him. You got these idiots, and then you move on to another idiot, to another idiot, to another idiot, to another idiot. Scott ain't shit. Like Scott ain't shit, but Ramona ain't shit. She done cracked a bunch of ain't shit motherfuckers. And so it's like you keep going to these idiot to idiot to idiot, and then you got these other seven idiots coming after the next person. It's like, come on, handle that. So when that happened, I was like, okay, I can rock with this. I like this already better than the movie. Not that story was better. 'Cause the story in the movie and everything was cool for the most. Just didn't like Ramona standing around. So having that part where she where she handles that, I was like, oh, okay, that's a lot better. I can deal with that. I was cool with that. And and so I didn't. Everything else was like, okay, that's about whatever. It was cool. I just wanted. I just was like, I understand where people are coming from. But on that one, I don't want to see no dude. I don't want to see no dude fighting a bunch of other folks for a woman that he just met. Like he just met and he already ain't shit. And I'm like, this don't make no sense. You ain't did nothing else with your life. This boy ain't did nothing else with his life besides the band and everything and date an underage girl. But he got all this energy for that. His priorities is already messed up. It's like everybody's priorities is messed up. Come on, man, you disappear. Go somewhere else and let these people and let this woman deal with her issues with these dudes and this woman she got going on, and that's all good. Date whoever you want to, but Jesus, no, man, like we not, no, player, we not. I was gonna do something, but I'm not gonna do that right now. So I gotta go check some stuff. But it is what it is. And then the other thing, one more thing. Something that somebody else posted, and I had thought about it with Blue Eyed Samurai, and maybe I'm missing something. It's like at the end of it, she. If you haven't seen the end of it, again, I'm not the person to listen to if you ain't watched nothing. Like again, if you don't watch all this stuff, I'm not the person to listen to. I'm talking about everything. And Blue Eye Samurai at the end, she goes and she gets Lizzie gets white dude. She gets a hold of him. She'd already killed one of them. She's looking for four. She gets the one that's causing all the issues, yokes him up. He says not to kill her. Why did she keep him alive? Like throughout the whole film, that just seems like it didn't coincide with who the character was. Because the whole time it was like, okay, I'm gonna kill these people, do whatever, do all this other stuff, and then she magically kept this dude alive. You're gonna change the whole shape of that head. Now that I'm looking at it, she magically kept homeboy alive and didn't even and it didn't make sense because it was like he told her the names of the guys of the other people. He told them their location. She found that same way without doing any of without having any of the other ones. So what was the point of keeping that person alive after she had did all that stuff to kill the people, killed all them other folks, was taking all them other dudes and people out, so she kept that person alive. I was like, it just seemed a little bit out of character to me. That was my main thing with that show. That was my main thing, but everything else was cool. So yeah, that's I got to change this whole thing, and I got to go check my lasagna. So I'm gonna leave my ranting here. I'm gonna leave my ranting here. I have to finish this and post this because this ain't going the way I wanted it to in my mind automatically. But I'm gonna finish this. And I'll probably post it, and I appreciate y'all sharing. I mean, not sharing, giving the words of encouragement with the art and stuff. This is me being a month in and stuff. So I'm just messing with stuff. Again, I ain't touching Void Beast and everything else with it. No, I'm leaving that. I'm still doing my other artists. This is for other stuff and some other things in my mind and some other stuff we're working on, like the one shot we talking about called Dragon Runners. But as usual, I have to holler at y'all later. Avoid Beast people. Again, just waiting for the physical books to come back so I can ship them out. I done sent all the digital rewards and everything. And I'll be posting all the other new stuff and everything later. So I'll holler at y'all doing my ranting and stuff.